Okay, so thank you everyone for being here. This is such an important day for trading because we will be talking about trading psychology. And trading psychology is one of the most important components of trading, and it dictates everything that we do in life, not only in trading. So today I will be talking about trading psychology and this is through the lens of a 20-year pro trader, been trading for over 20 years. I have learned psychology through my trading experience, but I've also received training and mentoring. And this is a constant theme that is ongoing in my trading career. I received two trading sessions into trading psychology and performance coaching every year. So this is ongoing. This is not something that you just learn once and you have to keep going at it. So you have to improve your mental state, your mindset. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. So you're always going to hear me talk about whether, I trade futures or I trade stocks or day trade or swing trade or invest. And I like to put it out there because I trade stress-free. And this is the ideal situation where you trade stress-free. I am not stressed when I'm trading because I'm trading my plan, I'm respecting my plan, and I'm implementing my plan. And I think this is one of the most important components, and we're going to get to that later into this presentation. All right, so before we get started, I just want to point out that the information provided today by myself, definitely with obviously TradeOutLoud LLC that I represent, is for educational purpose only. It should not be construed as investment advice. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now that trading is super risky and you can lose your money if you don't know how to trade, if you don't know how to establish your risk parameters. Past results are not indicative of future returns, and we're not registered nor licensed. So if you feel the need to seek financial advice, you should consult your financial planner, advisor, or your broker. So for those of you that are new in here today, a little bit about myself. My name is Anka Metcalf, and I'm the CEO and founder of TradeOutLoud.com, which is a trading education firm that is specialized in educating individuals how to day trade, swing trade, and actively invest in the futures and the equities markets, but not limited to, because we have a universal system that we teach. And you could even trade Forex, you can trade cryptocurrency, so any asset on the planet. If it moves and it has a tick into it and life into it, and if it's chartable, you can trade it. I have been doing this professionally for the last 19 years. And prior to becoming a professional independent trader, I come with 10 plus years in investment banking. I also run a swing trading service for stocks and ETFs since 2010. So for 12 years, I have been doing this very successfully. And the results, the stats are also on our website. I also run a day trading room for futures that was established in 2017. And I was debating whether or not to establish the trading room, but I finally went ahead with it because I was teaching the course. And when we first started teaching the course, we offered just a pre-market game plan. I didn't really want to have a commitment because having a trading room is literally having a job, and having a job is not what I was looking forward to. But my biggest reward is helping traders out. So that's why in 2017, I established the futures trading room, and I help lots of traders make money and also educate them into trading. I offer trading education, like I said, for swing trading and for day trading as well. I like to specialize in high velocity moves, and that means that I'm getting the most reward for my trades because I look for specific high velocity areas. If we have enough time, we're going to go a little bit over the trade that we executed today. We made over 100 points in the Dow today, and we made money yesterday. So our methodology teaches you how to produce your income and how to generate even wealth even in this market environment. I'm also the designer of an institutional proprietary trading system. And the reason why you see the word designer is because I cannot take credit for it. I did not invent technical analysis, but what I have done is I put a special spin into it because I did receive the knowledge and the information on how to work that technical analysis in my favor. So that means that I'm focusing on price support resistance. And many of you guys may think now, oh, okay, yeah, price support resistance, supply and demand, that's fine. No, I actually look at 8 layers of price support resistance. That's right. And I look for confluence areas. So confluence areas provide traders with the maximum accuracy as far as where the price may travel to before a rotation happens. I've also developed specific trigger times, and this is 100% proprietary to the Trade Out Loud trading room. You're not going to find this information anywhere on the World Wide Web. Nobody's teaching this. So this is a specific, and this comes for over 20 years of experience. So I've noticed that when I started day trading, oftentimes I would get into a trade, and soon after, and I was trading stocks, by the way, back then. So when I would get into a trade, I would get in, I don't know, I wasn't even paying attention to the time of the day when I was getting in the trade, whether long or short, I didn't pay attention. And I've noticed that at most of the times when I would get a certain times into the trade would trigger me in, and oftentimes would spit me out. It would stop me out. And I was so frustrating. I mean, how many times does this happen to you guys? Tap it in one in here. You're getting in a trade. You see the perfect, you see the trend, you see the parameters, they're all there. You get into that trade, you pull that trigger, and guess what? It triggers, you see it higher a little bit, and then boom, back down. For example, if you're taking a long. And that is so frustrating, right? That is so frustrating. So I have noticed that there are specific times throughout the day when trades don't work, even if they have the right alignment. So I have developed these specific trigger times that work for the New York trading session that literally keep ourselves in the trade longer, and they don't have that potential of stopping us out. Also, specific price zones. Price zones are very specific because if you're aware, 87% of the market volume is executed via electronic trading. So that means high frequency trading computers. It means algorithms. So there are 87% of the market volume is algorithmic trading. So there you have instant execution with instant targets. So they create that velocity, right? Here we go, back to that high velocity statement that I made earlier. So I've noticed that there are areas that are corresponding not only with our trigger times, that are corresponding with 4 specific price zones that we teach in our course. And these 4 price zones represent institutional trigger points. They are taught to institutional traders. It's the best kept secret. Not unless you have access to an institutional trader that can teach you that. Nobody's going to teach you that. And then we have chart synchronicity and divergency. That is very important because oftentimes you may find that the charts are not moving in sync. So you may have, for example, one index, and I'm referring here, for example, right now to futures. So you may have one index, let's say NASDAQ, a whole lot weaker than, for example, the Dow that is, for example, let's say at that moment in time is leading the market. And the same applies for stocks. You may see some relative weakness, some relative strength, or some synchronicity through the Qs, the SPYs, or the diamonds, or even Russell. So I teach traders how to generate an income in 2 hours or less. Today we were done, I think it was around 10:15 when we were done, 10:15 or 10:30. I think it was around 10:30 when we were done. And I shut the room down. Why? Because why sit around forever? Trading is about having that one high caliber trade and done, right? Or 2 high caliber trades and done. Or if you have one trade where you lost money, then you're pretty much tied for that 2 hours, and you're going to look for another entry opportunity so you could get your money back and obviously not only get yourself out of the hole, but to make profits into that day. And I generate my income in 2 hours or less. And I also teach traders how to create their wealth ecosystem, because having a well-balanced wealth ecosystem means that you're, for example, a trader that has the capability to day trade, to swing trade, and to actively invest. Okay, this is me right here throughout times. I have been invited to different outlets to present. I've also been named Benzinga's overall winner in the best financial literacy tool in 2021. And this in 2021 category out of 400 companies that are revolutionizing fintech. This is my beautiful award right here. And I've also won 2 trading battles in 2021 and 2022 in live trading, that is day trading and swing trading. Okay, so a little bit long-term trading as well. And that was me right here. Okay, that's me right there. Okay, so if you guys are new to Trade Out Loud, you can visit our website. It is TradeOutLoud.com. You can find us on social media. We have the same handle everywhere, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Our handle is Trade Out Loud. All right, so by the way, why are we guys all here? Can you type it in the room? Why are we all here? Can you guys tell me why you're here? Why are you guys here? Why are you guys here? Can somebody post it in the room? Come on, guys. All right. Nobody wants to talk. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, can you guys even hear me? Like, oh, wow. Nobody's talking. I don't know if I have the right chat or if the chat is working or not, because I'm not getting any responses.
I can hear you.
Okay.
So,
okay.
oh, there's a few coming in.
Yeah, I was getting really worried because everybody's asleep right now. Okay. All right. So why are you guys here? You guys are here to what? To learn? You're here to become better traders. You're here because this is a trading psychology event, and you guys want to learn how to manage your mindset, right? So technicals do not have much significance if you do not have the right what. So you could be like the best possible trader on the planet. Exactly, Terry. You need to become a better trader. We all do, and we all improve. Even I have areas of improvement all the time. Like I said, I'm constantly doing mentorships, I'm taking courses, I'm diversifying my knowledge into trading. So that is very helpful, because when you reach an area where you become an expert at, you want to make sure that you are not getting bored at that level, because you want to step up, right? You want to become the best trader that you are. You want to become the best person that you are. So technicals do not have any significance if you do not have the right what. Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess if you do not have the right what? What do we need in order to become really good traders? You got it, Terry. See, guys, Terry's paying attention here. You have to have a good mindset. Exactly, Erica. You have to have a really good mindset. You have to have a robust mindset. Your mindset has to be focused on what you're doing that moment. How many times has it happened to you guys that you had your keys in your hand and you were thinking about something else, and you put your keys somewhere, and then you go like, oh my gosh, where did I put my keys? I mean, it happens all the time, right? It happens all the time when we're not focusing, when we're not paying attention. Or how many times we go shopping, we park, let's say we park our car at a grocery store, and then we go out, we were busy, or we were on the phone, we were not focused. And then when we come out of the store with our grocery bags, we go like, oh my God, where did I park? Or if you're talking to someone, right? So it needs focus. Mindset needs focus. Mindset needs a lot of attention, and attention to what you're doing in that moment. Because if you pop up your platform, and if you have an open browser, for example, and if you start reading your Facebook posts, and if you're reading your email, then your mindset is scattered. So that is a very important thing, that when you trade, you have to have like an impeccable, clean desk and an impeccable, clean computer. The only thing that you have open is your trading platform. So your attention does not get scattered. Your 100% focus needs to be on the chart. It's your zoom in zone. That is your Zen zone. Trading is your Zen zone, especially in the first 2 hours if you're trading, day trading, or even when you're swing trading, you want to focus on scanning, right? And you want to focus on finding the best trading opportunity, and especially if you're investing as well. So when it comes to the question, what kind of trader are you? Okay, there are two categories of traders. There's the welfare trader and there's the millionaire mindset trader. Now, a welfare trader is obviously a trader that is not successful, is the eternal student, and it's never committing because he thinks that, hey, I don't have the right information, I don't have the right computer, I don't have the right mindset. I'm busy today, I'm busy tomorrow, I can't commit to learning a method, I can't commit to a trading room, I can't commit to my education, I can't commit to myself, pulling myself together and getting to the computer to execute at least one system that I have learned, for example, within the last month or the last year or the last 3 days. So it's that welfare mentality that is never going to let you succeed. Because when you put your mind to something, when you want to decide to do something, you just have to apply, just do it. Just do it. Okay. That's what you need to do. Just execute it. Millionaire mindset traders are successful traders because they implement, they learn, they implement, they learn, they implement, and they keep on developing their system. But they're committed. They're determining to showing up every single day at their computer and putting in the time. Even if they're investors, even if they're traders, they study charts. They study charts every single day. They're committed to succeeding. So they have that millionaire mindset. They know that the potential for trading is unlimited. The more you trade, the more you apply yourself, the more money you are going to make, the faster you are going to advance. Would it be fine with you guys if I say I love money? Would it be okay with you guys if I say I love money? You should say it out loud right now. Just hear yourself saying it. Get into that energy. Money is energy. Get into that money vibration. Just say it out loud, and I will tell you exactly what you have just done after saying it out loud. Just say it out loud or say it in your mind. Say, I love money. I love money. Because if you just said it out loud right now, it means that you do not want to blow your account. Because when you love money, you'll look for the best possible trades. You're going to look for trades that will be in sync with institutions, will be in sync with other experienced traders. You will not jump in or just chase. Chase has such a negative connotation. When you hear the word chase, you should run like wildfire. Why is that? Because when you're chasing, for example, imagine yourself running and you're chasing something, right? Imagine you're chasing your dog, right? You're comparison to your dog, behind price. When you're chasing price action, you're always behind price. You have to be in sync with price. You have to be in sync mentally, psychologically, and price-wise with institutions. Now, before we continue, sorry about that, okay, let's talk a little bit about the 10 trading rules that will take your trading and mindset to the next level. Rules that will impact your trading and increase your profits, because that's why we're all here, right? You want to maximize your growth. You want to make money. You want to be able to make money consistently. And if you want to make money consistently, definitely you need to be really well educated, especially in this market. Otherwise, you're going to be donating your hard-earned money. But you also want to have the right mindset. Is the environment okay for me to trade right now? Am I prepared to trade this environment? Do I have the knowledge? Do I have the skill? Am I equipped with the tools where I will be able to trade this market environment? Be honest with yourself. You have to be very honest with yourself. Okay? Treat your trading activity as your business. This is rule number one. Treat it as your business because it is your business. Trading is your business. If you have an LLC, right? Most traders have an LLC because trading is their business, right? I do recommend or an S corporation, depending on what trading activities you do, but treat it as a business. You get up in the morning, you establish a routine for yourself, right? You get up, you shower, you go eat something, you prepare everything, and then you come at your computer. If you're day trading like me, I want to make sure that I'm really ready to be in front of the computer for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because that is my prime time. I specialize in those high velocity moves, and I don't want to miss my prime time because I don't want to stick around. Like I said from the beginning, I really didn't want to have a trading room to start with because this is a full-time job and I really don't need it, right? But I'm willing to help my traders. So now, not only that I have my trading business, but I also have my trading room business that I signed up for right now, right? So what does that mean? That I have to deliver. So I have to be in the right mindset, and I'm treating my trading and my trading room, for example, and my stock swing trader and every service and my education service as a business. You're never going to see me, okay, coming into the room, coming into my office in my pajamas, right? Even though this is a, some call it laptop lifestyle, which I detest because it's not, okay? But literally, you have to be well prepared. Have your glass of water, have some snacks with you. I don't know. When you're trading for 2 hours, think about it. It's just like when you're, I don't know, you're getting into a rocket ready to launch. Do you want to take a bathroom break 5 minutes after the launch? No. You're here to prepare for trading. So treat it as your business. Have a schedule. Say, hey, okay, so I'm not able to trade from 9 to 12, but I'm able to trade from 3 to 4 or 2 to 4. Or I'm able to look at charts in the evening from 7 to 9 or from 9 to 10. Depends on what kind of style of trading you have, right? So if you're a day trader, you do that. If you're a swing trader, you find a day or 2 days a week where you do the scanning and just try to find the best candidates for your swing trades. Because swing trades are trades that are held from 2 days to about 2 weeks, or depending on the market environment, maybe even longer if you're in a stale environment. And if you're an investor, have a habit to look at charts, I don't know, at least once or twice a month. So allocate that, set an alarm on your phone and say, hey, this is my dedicated time because this is my business. The second thing is that trading should be a rule-based system and it has to be boring. If you happen to day trade and if day trading is producing palpitations for you, if you're having high blood pressure because if you're trading, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. It's not only that you don't have the right mindset, never mind the mindset, you don't have the right tools. You don't have the right education, right? And especially if you have loss after loss after loss after loss. And after you see that you test a method and you have 2 or 3 consecutive months of losing, just stop trading altogether. Get some more information or someone that can help you. Because that is the pure definition of insanity, doing a thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Trading should be boring, right? Trading should be watching 90% of the time you watch and only 10% of execution. That's it. Most of the day traders out there consider that 90% of execution and only 10% is waiting for a trade. They got it all wrong. Even if you take more trades a day, let's say you take 7, 10, 11, 15 trades a day, who do you think is going to benefit at the end of the day? Your broker. Because you're going to have so many executions. And remember, in the futures market, if you're trading the futures market, you still have a lot of commissions. And trading should be boring because it's about having the patience to wait for a setup. No setup, no trade is that easy. Oftentimes I see traders that come to me and say, oh, I am just an impulsive trader because I don't wait. So how do you get in? So my next question is, so how do you enter? Oh, I look at the area and I get in, or I scale in. The scaling in is done technically. Retail traders understand that scaling in offers them a little bit of leeway into the trade. Well, it's not true. Your entry is the first, and it's the only time where you have maximum commitment to the trade. That is the time when your capital is at risk. So would you wiggle with that when your capital is at risk? I don't know about you guys, but I have laser sharp entries to the point, to the take, to the cent. That commitment, that entry is exact. You cannot say, oh, I'm going to scale it. Yes, you could do that if you're swing trading. You can do that if you're, for example, investing, but you need to have a defined trend. People that scale in this market are blowing up their accounts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 3, focus on the strategy and not on the P&L. The most important thing is to focus on the strategy and the timing of your strategy, the entry price, the stop price, your targets. Those are the most important elements. And once you're in a trade, focus more on trailing than thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen if I hit my stop? I'm going to blow up today again. Try to think positive. We're going to talk about that later. And not on your P&L. Well, the thing is that when you are focusing more on your strategy and on your system, your P&L is going to grow and you're going to make money in your account. Did you guys know that when you come in front of your trading computer, you should not say, oh my God, I got to make money today, or I got to make some money this week, because if I don't make any money this week, this and this is going to happen. That is going to you're setting yourself for failure. You're setting yourself for so much pressure. That's right. You're setting yourself for so much pressure. So the one thing that you need to do and say to yourself, and this is about that mindset, I'm coming into the trading session today, and repeat this over and over again every single day when you come in front of the computer, and don't forget about it. I'm coming today in the trading session to identify, and my job is to identify the best possible pattern and the best possible setup, period. If you have the patience to wait for that, then you will be successful. Money will follow. But when you're coming in, so see the nuance? Oh, I'm going to make $5,000 today. Instead of, oh my God. And you're going to be so disappointed if you don't make that money, right? Because you're going to jump in the trade. You're going to chase the trade. You know, God knows what you're going to be doing. But when you set yourself for, I'm coming in front of my computer to find the best possible trade setup. We have hundreds of people in our trading room that depend on my call. They take my trades because I select the entry, I select the stop, I select the target, and I trail it live on the microphone to create a stress-free environment. It's literally stress-free for me because I know if the pattern works, fine. If the pattern doesn't work, it didn't work. So we're back to ground one. Because as a day trader, you have to allocate yourself with at least 3 to 4 trades a day. Because if you have a losing trade, you have to go back after your money only if you have a trading opportunity. The fourth thing is no egos and no crying in trading, right? Egos are not good in trading. This is not where they belong, right? Egos like, oh, I'm going to stay in because I know the market is going to reverse. Or I'm going to stay in because I know the market is going to turn around. Oh my God, it didn't turn around. So you start crying. I saw traders that cried when trading. Okay, seriously. I mean, how many of you guys, I mean, you don't even have to answer, but feel literally like crying and you feel ashamed and you feel like you're stupid and you feel like you're not going to make it. We've all been there. We've all been there. We all felt at the beginning of our trading career, like, do you think like I knew from day one everything that I knew that I know now? No, of course not. Do you guys think that I didn't feel like crying? Are you kidding me? I cried. I cried. I was like, oh my God, this is so hard. This is so hard. This is so frustrating. Right? But you keep at it because you have to have that millionaire mindset. There's no turning back. Think about that. There's no turning back. And when you know that there is no turning back, you literally fire those engines and push forward. It's like, I gotta handle this. I gotta get it. And then there's number 5, trading one day at a time. This is not a get rich scheme. Every day is different in trading, every single day. There are not 2 days that are the same. Some day the market is up, some day the market is sideways, some day the market is lower. Some days you have different parameters, and I get a lot of questions and say, hey, what kind of stop are you using? Are you using a fixed stop, for example? Because like I said, I'm trading futures, day trading futures. Are you using a fixed stop? Like, whoa, 5 points or whatever. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, what planet are you from? What planet are you from? Where'd you get your trading education? Seriously, because one day you could have volatility and you could have a stop of 200 points or 5,000 points or 2,000 points. I don't know, if you're trading 2020, literally there were bars that were 600 to 800 points. So you can imagine the setup, right? Was probably 1,200 points for a 2-minute setup in 2020 during the Black Swan event, right? The pandemic. How would that 5 points work out for that trader? If they didn't even know how to calculate, if you don't even know how to calculate the stop, how do you think that you're going to succeed? So not only that you have to have the right mindset, but you have to have a realistic mindset and say, hey, how's the market moving? Right? How's the market moving? What trend are we in? Do we have volatility today? Is there a way to know if this is a volatile market or not? Ask yourself these questions. Answer your questions before you move forward, because you're going to save yourself a lot of money. And this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. It's not. You need a lot of effort and to put in a lot of effort in trading to make it work for you. But after that, and after you have learned everything, and once you're on track, guess what? The world is yours. You have developed that lifestyle where you can allow to do everything that you have dreamed of. Number 6 is have a well thought process, right? Have a process. So when you come into the trading day, you need to have that darn trading plan that everybody, I'm pretty sure right now, how many of you guys have a trading plan right on your desk? How many of you guys, type in 1 in the room if you have your trading plan right now in front of you on your desk? Not many. Not many. Okay, here's somebody that raised a hand, KR. Okay, but not many. Where do you keep your trading plan? In a book? In your mind? In a drawer? No, your plan needs to be right on your desk. And it doesn't have to be sophisticated. Doesn't have to be sophisticated. Do you guys know, would it be okay for me to share with you what you need to have in your trading plan right now? Because they're like a couple of points or a few points. Boom, 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 done. You need to have, remember, the P&L mindset. So the P&L, the P&L mindset, right? Because first of all, you need to look at the pattern and the money would follow, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is you need to have a trading plan. The trading plan will tell you, and it's just, like I said, just a few bullet points. That's it. I'm coming in the trading day knowing that, number one, I'm going to assess the trend. If the trend is bullish, I'm going to look for pullbacks, for example, in the 20 simple moving average, and I'm going to look for rotation points that are going to carry the price higher. Boom, that's it. If the market is bearish, I'm going to look for pullbacks into the 20 SMA, right? For those retracements, I'm going to look for retracements in the 20 SMA, for example, and I'm going to look for rotations to take the trade short. I'm going to put my stop above pivots for shorts. I'm going to put the stop below pivots for long. I'm going to trade, for example, the 5-minute time frame. I'm going to trail based on the, I don't know, based on price action, or based on a moving average, or how you like to trail your trades. That's it. I'm going to set my targets into prior highs and or prior lows. And that's pretty much it. So you have to have those bullets. What are you going to do? So you're coming, I find that 90% of the traders come into day trading not knowing how to approach day trading. So you need to have a systematic approach. You need to have a process, and that process is on that piece of paper. Do you think it's going to help you if you have that piece of paper? You're going to say, oh, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember. I have everything figured out. It's all in my brain, or I have it in my computer. I don't need to have it laid out because I know it. I have it in my head. I was like that in my first 3 months. I didn't have a written trading plan either. But trust me, after 3 months, and I was successful, but I wasn't getting the results that I needed. I was very lucky in trading, if you want to call it that way, because I had a really robust education. I got really great education. I got great mentoring. I had access to information, and I invested in myself as much as I could because I wanted to succeed as fast as I could. I wanted to cut through that learning curve as fast as I could to start making more money and more money and more money. Why? Because I love money. So you need to have that process. If you have that paper right in front of you, I had it for years. I think I had that piece of paper in front of me for like 11 years. I'm not kidding. I'm going to look for this. I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look for this. I still have a trading plan right now on my chart. I transfer all that information on my chart. You guys want to see it? Boom. Trading plan. Trading plan. Today I traded YM. I had a high, I had a double top situation here. So I'm trading this segment, but I'm going far out and analyzing everything because I want to know what is the psychology of price action. What was the psychology of price action to the left-hand side of the chart? How is the price action reacting? Right? So I have my trend line, I have my double top formation, I have a lower high, and I have a lower high that developed in the overnight trading session coming into this session. And when I came on so I cannot run a trading room without preparing myself for the day. Preparing yourself for the day is very important. Guys, I want you to pretend that tomorrow, if you're a day trader or if you're a swing trader, I want you to prepare for tomorrow as if you're running a trading room. Imagine that you have 500 people right now that are following you. That's right. I know it's a little bit of pressure, but imagine you have those people that are following you. What are you going to tell them? And do me a favor, say it out loud, because when you say it out loud, you hear yourself instead of, thinking as, okay, double time. Okay. No, say it out loud. High, lower high. I have a lower high in the overnight. This is a descending trend line, right? We're in a bearish market in a macro context. What do we have here from Friday? We have a low, we have a higher low, and we have a confirmed higher low here. So what does this mean? If we have two higher highs and two higher lows, that the price action on the 1H chart is trying to confirm a rotation of the trend. So it's trying to form an uptrend, right? So if the price action on the 1H chart is trying to form an uptrend, are you going to trade bearish or bullish? Or I'm going to be bullish, right? Moderate bullish because of the context. Do you guys see? So before I came on the mic at 9:30, actually at 9:25, I think, 9:24, something like that, I came on the mic. All right. You see a purple line right here. I have a moderate bullish above them. These are our proprietary institutional levels. These are proprietary institutional levels. They're not specifically mine because institutions trade with these. And these are traced every single day on the chart. You're not going to find them anywhere on the World Wide Web. And we knew that if the price is going to escape, this 900 level, it's going to snap to 32,000 and 32,050. We actually took profit at 32,080. 32,080. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, of course it is. So we traded this section because we had confidence and we had a plan. That's the meaning of the trading plan. That's the meaning. That's why you need a well thought process to know exactly what we're going to do now. 7, love what you do. Trade for the right reasons, right? So I love what I'm doing. I love trading because if I did not love trading, I would not be here right now. That's why I wanted to give up everything. And I was in the financial world. I traded just before I quit my job. I traded for a hedge fund, for an investment company, big investment company. I gave him my job because I said, you know what? I can see the profits. I could see that I can make more money than any professional out there if I'm managing my own money. And that's why I wanted to go into day trading, because I had the knowledge from swing trading and investing. And trust me, even if you're coming from swing trading and investing, oh my God, when you get into day trading, that's a totally different animal. Trust me. But you need to love what you do. You need to love what you do. Have a winning mindset. Remember the millionaire mindset? You have to have a winning mindset, because if you're not upbeat, if you're not positive, you're not saying, hey, I'm going to try to identify the best possible pattern. Why? Because that's going to produce the max amount of money. Always improve and always study. Always improve and always study. That's so important. There's always something to learn. Keep on reading, keep on analyzing. You could do a lot of self-improvement study by studying the charts or studying the trades that you have done. And of course, number 10, reward yourself. Reward yourself. Take a day off. For example, I truly hate trading option expiration days. And I truly wish that I was not running a trading room on those days. And I keep on saying this over and over again, every single month. It's like, I should shut the room down. I just need a day off on option expiration day. It's so crappy. But hey, you know what? If there's some money, and I want to teach my traders that even if you're trading an unfavorable market environment, you can still make money. Number 11, patience. If you have patience, you have money. No patience, jumping into trades, no money. So everything you want basically is on the other side of fear. Okay. So let's get a little bit deeper into trading psychology. So placing capital at risk in the markets will often evoke an emotional and psychological response. It's the fear of losing, the fear of winning, the fear of the unknown. Why do you guys know? Why did I put here the fear of winning? The fear of winning. Oh my God, I'm making money. Because oftentimes, if you are not technically equipped with the tools and with the knowledge to trail the trade, you can transform that winner into a loser. You have no idea what to do with the winner. You may cut your winner short. Okay, you may not know how to trail. Trailing and position sizing are two of the most important elements of trading, more important than your strategy. More important than the setup, more important than anything else. Because if you don't know how to trail, everybody can get into a trade. You can give me a trade right now, blindfold me, push the button long or short, and I'm gonna show you that I can come out of that trade at break even or make some money, regardless of the direction or the trend. You also have fear of the unknown. That is the worst fear. These are just some of the forces that play in your subconscious as you're placing and managing trades. Most traders don't realize the extent to which these forces distort your judgment and negatively affect your trading. So not knowing what these are, and of course, most importantly, not knowing how to overcome these powerful emotions is one of the leading causes of failure in trading. Anyone can have the world's greatest strategy, but you will only see consistently positive results if the rules are clearly defined and adhered to without the interference of emotion. You don't have emotions if you have that darn trading plan on your desk, and before you pop up your computer and before you turn on your platform, you read that 3 times. It is mandatory. You need to read it 3 times. Now, it's up to you whether you want to do it or not, but if you want to succeed, you do it. Those who can understand and master their own emotions, and emotions come from what? We're going to talk about emotions in a second. Come from what? Fear, right? Have an undoubtable advantage over those who cannot. So key elements of trading psychology is, of course, mental preparation before trading. You know, a lot of traders, I wish I could, but I don't. But a lot of traders have a little bit of time to meditate before trading, getting into that zone, getting in touch with their inner selves to concentrate. It helps you concentrate a lot. I've done it a few times, but unfortunately my schedule is so busy. I jump out of bed, I start, you see my trading plan, you see my charts. I'm tracing all those levels every single day at the open. So I need about an hour to get ready. I run a swing trading service. I need to send out materials. So I don't have a lot of time. But if you're new to trading and you don't have to do that, take some time for yourself. Either go for a short walk, 10 to 15 minutes, or stay into, 5-minute meditation, 10-minute meditation, a little bit of that beautiful, beautiful music that is going, that meditation music is going to clear your mind. Do some deep breathing. And number 2, dealing with emotional sabotage during trading. Oh, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? How about you learn to answer your own questions? If you have the right tools and the right understanding and the right education, you will understand and you will answer your own questions. That is when you are a complete trader. Discovering your belief system, your strengths and your weaknesses. You have to know and say, hey, I am not good at day trading, or I'm not good at swing trading, or, I don't like to hold trades for a longer period of time. Or, depending on what it is. Believe me, psychological fitness is much like physical fitness. You have to train your brain to make money. You have to train your brain to be successful. It requires constant awareness, determination, and of course, exercise. All right. Here is an example of 2 individuals. The one to the right-hand side is uncoachable. Uncoachable. There are, and I've had some students that were totally uncoachable. They came for coaching to me and they're like, oh no, I'm not going to apply this because I want to tweak what I have been working on. How long have you been working on that? For about 10 years. So I'm asking the students, so if it hasn't worked for you in 10 years and you have blowing out, what do you think that a tweak is going to make it work? It's the whole system, right? And then there's the coachable individual. Always look to improve, right? Growing mindset. This individual has a fixed mindset. Failure is the limit of his abilities. And this guy right here says failure is an opportunity to grow because they're learning from their mistakes. Oh, okay, so I stopped out of this trade. Let me see. Why did I stop out? What was the cause of the stop out? What did I do? Self-analysis, print two charts. Print two charts. On one chart, write down the area that you entered, the area where you enter, where you placed your stop, where you got out. And on the second chart, what you should have done, where your entry should have been, where your entry should have, where your entry should have been, where your stop should have been, where your target should have been, how you should have trailed that trade. Oh, okay. So there's such a thing you could do, like self-analysis. This blue guy says, I can learn to do anything I want because as long as this blue guy, blue man, puts his mind to something, he could do it. If you put your mind to something, and if you want it done, you're doing it. If you don't, you don't. Challenges help me grow. My effort and attitudes determine my abilities. Feedback is constructive. If I say it's like, okay, you know what, you didn't use the proper trailing technique on this. Instead of feeling like, oh, why is she criticizing me? You go like, he should say, show me how I should have done. The ability to learn more. Okay. And these individuals always love to learn new things. Okay. Instead of having this negative approach, I don't like challenges. I don't like change. My potential is predetermined. When you're frustrated, you give up. You go, I'm going to shut down my computer. You lost. I'm going to shut down my computer. I don't care. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to go make my money back. I'm going to risk double, triple to get my money back. He's going to stick to what he knows. Be very careful. Mind is a very tricky thing. Now, there's this, there was this Wall Street CEO, very important CEO, that when he would go and he would have his office on the 111th floor, and when he would ride with the elevator to his office on the 111th floor, he would say in his mind 100 times, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. When he got into his office, he would do a brief meeting with his employees, managers, employees, etc. And he would make them say, do it now 100 times. If you say this 100 times, and that was his routine every single day. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Repetition is key, and you're determined to do it now. Procrastination is the opportunity's assassination. That's right. Procrastination is the opportunity's assassination. So before we actually continue, how many of you guys would like to work smarter and not harder? And would it be okay with you if I would show you how to work smart and operate at a higher level? Because we're talking about trading psychology, operating at the highest level, at the Zen level, right? Here you have some steps. Okay. Here you have some steps. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The first step that you have is right here, right at the bottom, is the implementation stage. What do you do at the implementation stage? Do you guys know what the implementation stage is? Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Put your hands together. Clap your hands. This is the implementation stage. At this stage, these are the individuals that work with their hands. This is the implementation stage. You work with your hands. whether they're doctors, chiropractors, construction workers, hairstylists, you name it, cashiers, right? They work with their hands. Did you guys know that these are basically the 4 levels of value, right? Did you guys know that the individuals that are here on the first stage have a cap? They don't earn more than 30, 40,000 a year. They don't. Everything, so except for doctors, right? If you're talking about construction workers, hairstylists, etc., implementing, right? They're in that implement, but they have a cap. So for example, maybe, doctors have a cap or chiropractors have a cap, right? But they have a cap. They can't grow past that cap, right? They can't go beyond that cap, whatever they do. And then there's stage 2 right here where I'm holding my cursor. This is the unification level. So individuals that were very good at what they were doing at the implementation stage dream of getting into the second stage. The second stage is the unification stage, where people manage other people. In trading, this correlates to traders start sharing their knowledge with other traders from the same level. So they learn how to trade a little bit and they form a little group saying, hey, let's share some ideas, right? That's the unification level. Then there's the communication level. This is a really high level, right? Communication level. When you're experienced enough to share publicly your knowledge, publish a newsletter, okay? You communicate. Now here, that cap blows up. Because anybody that is at this level and gets very experienced can bank from 100,000 to 125 million. In this third category, into the communication, have you noticed that everybody that is communicating, right? Think Tony Robbins, for example, right? Everybody that is communicating. Think about that level right there. So when you have the knowledge to communicate to other people what you're doing and sharing your success, that cap blows off, right? So not only that you can trade, you could share your ideas, create a newsletter, create a forum, create a group, share your ideas. And then you have the last level, which is the imagination level. This is where you put everything on autopilot. Okay, you put everything on autopilot. So you know where your entries are, you know where your stops are, you know everything, you have everything on autopilot. But in order to get there, you need to do what? Trading plan, get the system, don't watch your P&L and all that stuff. People who succeed are people who take action. The fact that you guys are here, it means that you guys want to take action and improve your trading, which is really awesome. Okay, so I have 3 more minutes left, and this is for tomorrow. So I'm going to go here directly to my offer. So today I will present to you guys my trading room. For example, we talked a lot about futures. This is something that I specialize in, and I trade futures every single day for a couple hours a day and done. Okay. So if you guys want to, join my trading room, and thank you so much, David, for the link. We run the trading room from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You have a lot of information on our website, and David just posted it right there. TradeOutLoud Futures Live. We do the pre-market game plan. You're going to have institutional levels. You have real-time precise trading. It's 100% guided. So if you don't want to take that responsibility and say, you know what, I just want to follow someone, right? You don't even, like I said, all you have to do is take my trades. If you don't have a winning system, if you suck at trading, just take my trades. That's it. That's it. So put the blame on me. Just take my trades. I call 1, 2, 3 trades a day with exact parameters. So I Not only that I communicate it 5 times, where the entry or the stop with analysis and targets and all that stuff, but I do it for you. Okay. So I literally call the trade and trail it live on the microphone because I'm also in the trade, right? Because I love money. So I love trading. Okay. And we do have a special offer that is for Memorial Day. Everybody that signs up for the yearly, for the futures trading room, has 1 hour coaching session with me for free whenever you guys, on whatever topic you desire. Okay. A topic of your choice. Let me put it that way, on the topic of your choice. Okay. So I think my time is up right now. I hope that you guys, try, I love to share from my trading experience. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at info@TradeOutLoud.com. Oops, I have caps on, but anyways, so info@TradeOutLoud.com. You have the link right there if you want to join. This is a special offer that is going to expire Monday at midnight.